You know it's showtime, right?
What is going on, YouTube? I just got through taking some photo shoots around pretty much the backyard of my house and stuff like that, well, around the neighborhood pretty much, to send some stuff to Sogra so they can use for their stuff. But the reason of me doing this video, I decided, hey, why not let's do the workout review video for the first half of going on into May and stuff like that. And really, it's not really much to talk about workout wise, and I'm not going to make excuses and stuff like that. The miles I think only racked up this week for this first half of May so far. I think it's around 60 or something like that. And the runs in there, I mean, there were some good ones, but not really much to take the time out to talk about that this time around. And for the story time I usually do with these workout runs, we're not really going to go into a running related story this time. I'm going to talk about 3 tips to give to you guys that have stuck with me, or that have been pretty much other runners have told me that really stuck with me. Mainly these tips are going to be used for if you're training for a race, pretty much. Now the first tip I'll give to you guys is when you start any race plan that you got going on, for at least especially for half marathon on up, if you're going to be buying shoes throughout that training cycle and that training period, buy them in doubles. At least buy 2 pairs of the shoes, because you're going to be surprised. You're going to be running through those shoes like it's nothing. And it's good to have 2 pairs of the same shoes, so that one pair that you use that one day, you can get into your other pair. By that first pair, have that time to get the cushioning in and stuff like that. You want to get that time for it to rest, so when you get back in those other pair of shoes, it'll be like the cushion will be ready to go for you. Or if you just want to use one for your training cycle and one that you're going to use on race day, or the ones you save the second one for the second half where you can use on race day, that's also a good plan as well. Now the second tip I have for you guys, when you're going to be doing your training, when you're doing your training cycle and stuff like that, you're going to have some runs that are going to be amazing. You're going to be like, man, I'm progressing so much, I'm doing so great out there, man, I'm killing it out there, Hill's got nothing on me, man, I'm eating them for breakfast and stuff like that. And there's going to be runs where, well, let's just keep it real, they're just going to be shitty. And something I have learned is you can't let those runs get to you. Usually if you keep a training log, or if you do like your online like Strava, Nike Plus and stuff like that, you go back and you look at those runs. If you've been running like 7-8 days in a row, you might just need a rest. Or if you keep a nutrition calendar or a nutrition log where you keep track of what you're eating, maybe you ate something bad that day that's not that just didn't agree with you. Or it could be life related issues. Maybe you just had extra hours at work, maybe you had to do a little bit more at work, maybe you had to do a little stuff at home, family life and stuff like that. Maybe just a lot of stuff overwhelmed you and just made you tired when you was out there on those runs. So don't let those bad runs get to you, and especially if it's getting close to race time, do not let those bad runs get to you. If you need that rest, take it. Do not be afraid to take that extra day of rest. Remember, the goal is to get there at the starting line being as best as you can. Don't go too hard out there on those training runs and cause an injury where you can't even do your race. All that hard work goes down the drain. So keep that in mind for that second tip. And the third and final tip for you guys is when you're actually ready for that race. Now, tip that I told me, this is like one of the first tips that's ever been told to me, was do the best that you can do. Keyword, you can do, because you don't know who's going to show up. If your goal for the race is to go out there and try to win it, you don't know who's going to show up. You don't know who's going to be better than you, who not. Who knows? Maybe an Olympic runner may come to this race that day, and then what are you going to do? I mean, if you're not running if half marathon, you're not running like a 4 or 5 minute pace, good luck. Good luck trying to beat that. So the goal is to go with the best that you can do. Beat your own PR. That should be the goal, just your own PR. Winning, it comes and goes and stuff like that. That's not really the idea of race. To some it is, and that's good for you, but remember, the goal of racing is to do the best that you can do. You always trying to improve yourself, and that is the key to racing. Pretty much, you want to do better than what you did the race before. Rather if you win or not, if you're doing better and you're proving little by little, then you're doing something right. You taking those gains and they're meaning something. That's what you want. That's the satisfaction. To some people it's different and stuff like that, but just keep that in mind. You want to be out there doing the best you can do. And if winning's that goal or whatever, but If you don't win, okay, but if you have made improvements from the years past and you're going to get to that point, there's something you're going to end up winning. But keep that in mind. Do the best that you can do. Don't let, oh, this guy out here, don't let him bring you down. No, you do what you do. Remember, trust your training. Trust the training that you've been out there doing in those, during the time leading up to that race. Trust that and go out there and do the best you can do. And those are the 3 tips I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Hope you guys learned something for that. And if you got tips on your own, share them down in the comment section below. I know this ain't all the tips that I have, but just for this video or whatever, just wanted to get this out to you guys and just explain some tips that I felt that other runners, other experienced runners have told me that really have stuck to me and stuff like that. So it's been fun talking with you guys, and you guys, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more stuff in the future, hit that subscribe button so you guys can know what's coming up every time I get that video up there and stuff like that. And also hit me up on Strava. That's where all the runs are going to be posted at that I do. They're going to probably hit there first. I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Google+. I'll leave links in the description of all that down below. If you do want to see, if you're interested in the runs that I do, most likely it's going to be on Strava. If I have the time, I'll post it on Twitter and Google+, but most likely they're going to be on Strava first. If you're a runner on Twitter, hit me up there. If you're on Google+, hit me up there as well. Also have a community on there as well, the Google+ Fun Runs. Great people, motivational people that man, you're gonna really enjoy running in this community. So hit that up as well. I'm gonna hit links to all those down there. I'm Neil, and you guys all have an amazing day.